Oh, this is a nightmare, this stream. It keeps cutting out. My tablet actually shut down that time. The stream went off and the tablet shut down. It doesn't never do it if I'm not streaming. It never ever has this problem. It's got to be YouTube that is that's messed up, I reckon. It definitely ain't my internet. Definitely not. Because I still had my tablet on, so it's as though when you're streaming it don't know, something happens to it, don't know what it is. I was looking for my little Stingray thing. I don't know what I've done with it. Retro. Well, it's not in Pro, so where is the thing? Don't know, I mean, I've streamed on a few different tablets and phones and they all seem to suffer the same fate, it seems to me. They all they just all go a bit stupid. Oh, Real Racing 3. I wonder how many people have actually called their name Real Racing 3. I bet there's about 100 of them. Where the hell is the thing? Where's my old timer thing? Ah, a little quiz for you. What cars on the game have got the worst brakes of all? Anyone have a little stab at what cars on this game have got the worst brakes? Well, I can't even find this car I was looking for. Come on then, have a little guess. The worst brakes. What cars on the game have got the worst brakes by a considerable margin? I bet a few of you will be surprised. Surely ain't an expert. I think it's in Pro, I'll just be missing it. Cobra, BMW. Well, I can't find it. I did you know the old Stingray, the old one. I can't find the car. I don't know where it is. I done some flames on that the other day, or a week or so ago. I can't find the thing. It's not a Z51, is it? Or ZR1. I don't know where I'd find the thing. And I can't find it by going to the garage because I haven't downloaded all the assets on here. Where the bloody hell is it then? I don't play much at all anymore. I used to play every single... Actually, I still I log in every day, but I can go days these days without actually playing. I've lost the flavour for playing the game these days. It's on Pro-Am first series. Oh yeah, so you are. Yeah, I played about with this the other day. This thing. I put some flames on here. Where is the thing? I had this in like a black colour for ages, and then the other day I thought, oh no, I'll stick some flames on it. I quite like the old flames. I've got a few cars now with flames. Lamborghini Venom, and that's coming from Real Racing 3. Of course it exists. Real Racing 3 is telling you it does. Yeah, I do like my Stingray. Lamborghini Venom. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the stream last time. The stream cut off. No, it all froze, and then the game. No, the whole tablet just closed down. It was quite weird. Did I have another one in there? Because I had a few here with flames. Has that got flames? Oh, that was a plane, weren't it? But that's why I really want to get something like the old hot rods and stuff and stick some flames down the side. How much service have I got in this? I was going to do one or two little races in here first. I can put it into I got accepted to join FPS, so I can sub in to their team whenever. What one's FPS? I've seen the logo, but I can't think for the life of me what team that is. What's the actual team name? RR3RR. Is that the same team? Is that the team? RR3RR is the one with oh, I can't remember their names there. A couple of like blokes have been in it for years. Benny Kruger, I think, might be one of them. I'm trying to think of their names, I can't think of their name. Legendary top 10 team, they get top 10 more or less every... Yeah, they, what you call it, don't they? They do know how to pedal, that lot can pedal all day and all night. RR3RR, really good pedaling too. Not particularly good on top speed, I don't think, but good at pedaling all day and all night. When they Russians? I'm sure it was Russians at one time. Yeah, clear off. That stupid thing about rating it all the time. I must have seen that a billion times. Yeah, I've got the steering assist high these days. If I put it on no assist, like I did for the first 3 years, the car won't go down the it just will not go around the track at all. I'll show you. I'll put the steering assist onto no assists like I used to, and you'll see. I thought RR3RR when they first started. I thought a few of them were Russian when they first started. Right, I'll show you what happens when I put steering assist on off. Mind you, I haven't done it for a while, so maybe they've fixed it. I bet they haven't though. Normally the car will wander about down the straights and I can't drive it at all. It actually feels alright in a minute. That actually feels quite steady. It's not felt like this for a long time. No, it's not turning. Well, I don't know what's happened to that. This game is totally cracked up. I bet the sensitivity's gone down a bit. Bloody hell, it's gone down to nothing. It's not turning. It felt like there was no steering whatsoever there. I'll try it on 6. Well, it's starting to wander about again. Well, you're in a good team now then, Steve-O. What event did you get into? Oh, I see it's all wandering about now. There's definitely there's no consistency to this. I mean, how can you drive for 3 years with no assists and then overnight you can't get the thing down the road at all? I wish I could go back to no assist, because I always drove at no assist and steering sensitivity on 10, and I did for 3 years, more than that maybe, 3.5 years. I think they go totally, because the first week I started playing the game I took the assist off, the first week I started playing it. What speed did you get on the last one? On the Catalunya one? I couldn't drive that Venom. That Venom was a nightmare. Can't see. 5 laps. So what it seems to do is, with no assist, it just seems to be pulling right all the time. And if I turn the sensitivity up or down, that then alters it either worse, or it then starts pulling left instead of right. It's really weird. It's actually probably that's made me tire of the game more than anything else. Because if you go and put a support ticket in, all they say is try uninstalling it and reinstalling it, but it does it on all my devices these days. In fact, I've now only got the game installed on 2 devices, and one is just used as a cloud backup, and that's it. When the steering pulls to the right and you're sort of fighting against that, it just seems to be hard work all the time. But I think I get, see, it just wanders down the straight, and but it doesn't matter what car I'm in, it seems to be every single car I've got. But it's not, it's like, it seems at the start it will pull to the right. But then, as you go down the straight, it seems to go left. And I've tried recalibrating it countless times. If it was only one car, then they can probably sort it out. But when it's got all cars, I'm sure they've done it on purpose. Ford Fusion limited time series. Which Ford Fusion's that then? There's loads of them in there. I've got a 43625, pretty good speed on the Panorama one. I got 0.5 off the top possible speed. I never really see R3RR on the top speed ones as being a top team. They are on the pedaling ones, but I've never really noticed them being a really good team for the top speed ones. I get that problem, what is that, using the TS40 and no others. I named my request as gyroscopic control issues. I suppose I could put that in for that, but I'll show you what I mean with this thing. I'll oh, 10th, that ain't bad, is it? 10th isn't bad. Don't they put on their race team, it's something or other about legendary top 10 team or something? They do put something like that, don't they? Oh, Denilson. I think they put that on their description, don't they? Like legendary top 10 team. There's another team called Legends of the Track or something, and that they've been going a hell of a long time. They've got, I think, 3 good fast players in their team. The rest of them are hopeless, but they've got about 3 good players in there, and a couple of them, there's a few of them, fucking arseholes, that have been playing years and years and years and years. Well, like me really, same time as me, but they're you know, they will pedal all day and all night, but slow and useless, but they put loads and loads and loads of time into it. Some people are like that with things, aren't they? They'll put loads of time in, but they just stay hopeless. And this, I can't seem to get back into my team here. NU99, yeah, I saw you on your first event there, Josh. You've done pretty well there. I think you didn't start for ages, but then when you did start, you had a pretty good run. Armageddon Italia, La Carissa de Hands, and maybe RR3 France. Well, you ain't fussy, are you? So you got like a Spanish lot, a French lot, or Italian. You don't care who you drive for, do you? You're like the old prostitute of real racing 3. When it comes to race teams, you'll go with anyone, any nationality, anyone who will have you as long as they're top. The Carissa de Hands, they've got normally 2 teams, I think, or maybe even 3. They're a high ranked team, definitely. That top speed thing, I was definitely much better when I could drive with no assists. I was always comfortably in the top 3 of every single team I was ever in. Any team I went into, I was no worse than the 3rd fastest in every single team I was in. But then now I can't drive without assists. I just seem to be just nothing short of just shit these days, which is quite annoying really. I've been in ASN8, FPS, FP99, BBX1, 2GRU, E446 and Slate. You really don't care, do you? E466. What's E466? When you look at that, you bit all them. It looks like you're giving codes out for aircraft serial number watching or something like that. When you look at that, I went into Reds or R3DS on this last top speed thing, and I've been in there before. They normally come to the top 20 maybe. And this one, some bloke, they put in a new. See, the trouble is with that Reds is they're trying to get, and this is a problem with a lot of the teams, they're trying to break into the top 10. And when you're trying to go into the top 10 for especially top speed, you'll find that if you're fast, they will accept you. They don't really care who you are. Well, they do care, but you know, your speed, it opens it, you know, their eyes light up and they accept you. And it was quite obvious that bloke who they went in, he went in, he said, oh, I'll try now or something or other. Half hour later he's done a fantastic speed, 437.4 or something or other. And as soon as he'd done that, and he said, oh, I'll try a bit harder now, and he went and done that, I thought, he's obviously a cheat. Anyway, he got banned for, don't know what he got banned for, but anyway, he got banned. And then another account with the same name got added. Now only the captain can add and chuck out. So the captain's obviously added him back in. That was, I think we had 2 hours to go, and then captain nowhere to be seen. Might be wrong time zone or whatever. But anyway, he's now asleep. We've got a bloke who's been banned, another bloke on the same account, he's in. And then I think then somebody else also left to go and join the second team. So it was a right farce. But that sort of thing, I've never been in a team where the captain isn't about for the last hour. The captain's always about in every single team, especially for the last hour. They're normally about all the time, but for the last hour, they've got to be there for the last hour, and he was asleep. So that is another team I won't never be going back. That was Julian's team. Julian's normally about here. It was his team, but anyway, that is definitely ain't going back in here. Not K&L's chance. After which level we can get more money and fame. It's all pretty relative anyway. When you first start off, you seem to shoot up through all the levels. You get racing dollars, and you look at a car, say a Challenger or something, and then you think, oh, that's 44,000. But then you do the same race maybe 3 times, and you go and get that amount of money, so you can get it. But then the cars get dearer, but the money gets better. But it's just like an endless dangling carrot. Whatever you want, you haven't quite normally got enough of it. It's usually gold. Gold is the thingy. Gold is the key to all of it. And you haven't normally got enough gold for that next upgrade or that next car. Or if you like customising, you want to spend it on shapes or flags and letters and what have you. So it's the same the whole way through the game, really. But you don't really get any better off until you get to the stage of having most of the cars, and then so you don't have to spend so much, and then you get into race teams, and then you'll work your nuts off, and then you get really good payouts from the race teams. But I think it's pretty much the same the whole way through the game. The whole way through the game, you haven't quite got enough racing dollars, and you haven't got enough gold. But then you will go to a point where I've got to the point where you've got enough gold and enough racing dollars that you're now sorted. But that's took 4.5 years to get to that point. Or you can just go and hack it, and I don't blame people for going and hacking this game whatsoever. Go and hack it, jump straight in your MP4X. You get banned. I mean, all hackers get banned. They say they don't, but they all get banned. And then you get it all taken away from you, basically. You can't go online and stuff, which normally as a hacker you go straight online multiplayer. I bet most people on the online multiplayer are probably hackers anyway, and they go straight on there, ride round, smash people up. They don't care if they win or lose, and they put the game away, and then they'll go and play a shooting game or something else. But the whole way through, it seems to me the game is pretty much the same, that you've never really got quite enough for at least the first few years anyway, at least. Speaking of online, where have we got today? Dubai Autodrome. Oh, download. Oh, look at that, got no likes whatsoever. 20, oh, it's a few gone now. That's me rabbiting on about whatever it is. Not one like, yeah, miserable lot. Back in the game's just silly. There's a different comparison when playing the game properly. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Josh. I mean, I am really happy that I've gone through the whole way of the game and I've earned everything. I've got all the cars are all earned and paid for, bought by me, all hard, downloaded naught of naught. All cars have been got by me, through playing the game. But if I started again now, would I want to go through all of this again? I probably wouldn't. I'd probably hack it next time, I reckon. 286, 292, 286. What's the best guy? That one, that one. That's got a better PR, isn't it? Got to be that one then. Hello, Mr. Wiggy Sand. 12 people in my team, always successful, being in the top 1,000 getting gold. Want to get players who levels higher up, they leave, but don't fall. They probably want more than top 1,000. They probably want top 200. They probably get poached as well. Remember, there's a lot of people that poach players in this game. Lots of people poach. Because the thing is, you get people poaching all the time. That used to be a real bugbear of mine. When I had Chatlounge team recently, we used to get people trying to poach our players every single event, and that sort of caused lots of animosity and stuff. I used to hate it when people try to pinch my players. People setting up rival teams and all that. You don't understand why they do it, but I want the Pulse 918, the good one, not the concept. Is he going to ram me, I wonder? I mean, look at this yo-yoing. I mean, it's just crap, isn't it? Surely Real Racing 3 know how bad this thing is. So what are you meant to do with that there? One slams his brakes on, the other one corner car. Before I get crushed from behind. This actually feels like it's a little bit in slow motion in this Pro-Am car or amateur car, whatever it is. Third. Congratulations. In All Stars we have ASNH BBX1. Slow. There's loads of videos about hacking this game. Loads and loads and loads and loads. There must be hundreds. How to hack Real Racing 3. Would you like it to be anti-ban? Tick here. What a load of cobblers. Oh, I went up there. That is amazing. How much currency do you want? Oh, Pulse test track. I don't think so. Horrid place. Do you know, I've sent countless things to Real Racing 3. When I was really into it and stuff, I sent them a few heads up. There was a bloke who was offering me gold for like real money. He said, how much gold do you want? He said, I'll give you 1,000 gold for, I think it was $5 or something or other. And I can't remember what his name was now. But anyway, he was quite active on Real Racing 3. Like when the Real Racing Teams first came out, he was there. And yeah, he was pretty active and stuff. And Real Racing 3 weren't interested at all. Not interested in the slightest. I quite like this thing. I'm running on the 200 megabit fire optic with a ping of 7, and I still get the yo-yo. It's them, innit? It's Firemonk. It's got nothing to do with you. What's the matter with the aspect ratio? No, iPhones, iPads and stuff have always got shit aspect ratio, haven't they? I used to play on an iPad, and the aspect ratio then was terrible. Whoa, looks like I've got the wrong car here. Are there only 4 of us in it? Oh, we've got a dickhead, look. I mean, how much of it is him being a dickhead, and how much of it is the game lag, which is just so crap? So you don't really know whether it's them cheating or whether the game physics is just rubbish. Right, so how does he do that then? What a load of crap. I'm sure some of these, it seems to me, work in like tandem. You'd have 2 or 3 players and they seem to work in tandem to make sure one of them wins it. I've no idea if I could go around that flat out or not. Oh, would help if I was looking where I was going, wouldn't it? I was going to see if I was going to get crashed into or not. Thing is, how do they even improve this? I've got no idea. They certainly don't seem to be the only racing game that suffers from this. On that Gran Turismo Sport, you get penalised for ramming. But if you're going along in here and someone crashes into the back of you, you get penalised for ramming. It's quite weird. What happened to that bloke in that funny little Hyundai thing? Who smashed me straight into the wall, and he went in the wall himself. I wonder if he carried on. Oh no, 918 Wildsack, that's a good car. I won it, level 40 in that race now, IL4, and I don't know what to do with it while I like to drive it. I lose a lot. I can't remember what series that's in. I think all that's a good car. I think it's in a series with higher rated cars than what that is, isn't it? I've had 2 races here and I've gone up twice, and yet I'm below 500 where I started. How does that work? Oh, I don't know, maybe I was read it wrong. It's all quite sad really, isn't it, when you get people, grown adults, working as a team to crash people off. So some bloke in one of them big thick jumpers, great big beard and a big thick set of glasses ends up being the winner of the weekly time trial on a make-believe game. It's quite sad really, isn't it? What cars we got in here? Horrid. Quite nice. That's a good car. What's going to be the best out of them? I like that. No, I didn't. I quit the race before it started though, so that doesn't count. You can quit between races as long as you haven't started or anything. So that 918 Weissach package, what other cars are in that series? And if you're racing friends, it's always going to be ours anyway. Right, so all these little atoms buzzing around like a load of boot. Don't know where. Now where's he going? He's going absolutely everywhere. I might just sit back and watch this. They seem to be going off track all the time, these atoms. But still doing pretty well. Alright. So I got reduced corner cut because I got brushed off the track. Where the hell is that thing going in front? All this yo-yoing. You've got no idea where you can brake and where you can't. Yeah, so in Legend, what cars are you racing against with the Weissach? What cars are you up against in it? I'll have a little look. I'm sure that's the lowest out of the. I think there's 4 cars. I think the Weissach is probably the only the first or second ranked car. I think. I've had enough of that anyway. That R9 is just rubbish. Oh, look at the old Weissach. Yeah, so all of them cars you're up against, that Weissach is the weakest car of all of them. And if you're racing against friends, then the times will be better anyway. So you are better off in a car like that, not being like logging out, turn your Wi-Fi off, and then put the game back on with no Wi-Fi, and just playing as guest or something or other, because you won't get through. You probably won't get through it otherwise. I'm sure, because these go in pretty much order of worst cars to best, don't they? From the top going down. Weissach package, probably a bit further on there, isn't it? Right, so there's in one little one with the Asterion. The Asterion's definitely better. And then further along here, it's quite near the end of here, isn't it? Right, so that Weissach package, you've got the Vulcan, Zonda Art, Agera Art and Venom. So you are going to struggle in that car, in that Breakneck Legends, that's for sure. Let's have a little look at the specs on one to the other. Right, so that you've got. Now, if you look at the PR, it's actually not bad. I mean, it's not a bad car at all, but where's it going to lose out? So top speed, it loses massively to the last two. So if you've got something that's demanding high speed, like Indy Speedway or somewhere, then you've got no chance in that. And the short twisty ones where you need plenty of grip, you're gonna lose out to the Vulcan and the Zonda R. In fact, all of them. So if it's twisty, you're going to struggle a bit and all. Acceleration wise, 2.1 is good accelerating. Right, so your acceleration is the thing that holds you together. So if you've got somewhere like Paul's Test Track Dynamic or something, you'll be alright. So they're the only sort of tracks that you're going to be able to cope on, and by the look of that. So somewhere like that, or Melbourne, you'd be alright, but when you get to somewhere like the bigger open places like Daytona or Indy, not the road course but the speedway one. So where do you start off with? Cup, Nürburgring, Mullen, backshift, right, you'd be alright on that. Speed Snap, Hockenheimring, you'd be alright on that. Elimination, you'd be alright at first here, wouldn't be much of a problem. The Cup at Hockenheim, you might struggle a bit probably. Drag Race, you'd be fine. Head to head, well, that's all that car anyway, so that doesn't make any difference. That'll be alright, that'll probably be alright. Hunter, you can crush him off in anything. Endurance don't matter. Right, so that first one there, 24 hours at Le Mans. The Cup there, I bet you struggle something terrible on that. That would be a dodgy one if you had to, you'd have to probably chop the corners and stuff for that. Yeah, but that's only one series with only 2 cars, isn't it, the other one? But with this, the things like that, Le Mans, you're going to struggle something terrible on now. That doesn't count. there are definitely going to be some that you are going to struggle on. Mount Panorama you'd probably struggle on all. So that's why they always say though, when they always have them pop-ups coming up and they say, if you're struggling to win, maybe you need to upgrade it or get a better car. And in that case, it's probably going to be a better car needed. But it's if you've only got one car in that series, and you can't really do that, can you? You probably just try and get to 25% maybe, and just hold it until you get some more cars.